So today, for April Fool's Day, I'm going to read a really silly book, and it's called Oh Say Can You Say? And this is what it says on the cover. Oh my brothers, oh my sisters, these are terrible tongue twisters. Uh-oh. Oh Say Can You Say? By Dr. Seuss. Said a book-reading parrot named Hooey, "The words in this book are all phooey. When you say them, your lips will make slips and backflips, and your tongue may end up in St. Louis." Fresh, fresher, freshest. Do you like fresh fish? It's just fine at Finny's Diner. Finny also has some fresher fish that's fresher and much finer, but his best fish is the freshest fish, and Finny says with pride, "The finest fish at Finny's is my freshest fish, French fried." So, don't order the fresh or the fresher fish at Finny's if you're wise. You'll say, "Fetch me the finest French fried freshest fish that Finny fries." Oh, I messed up a little bit on that one. Let's see how this one is. Din's Shin. We have a dinosaur named Din. Din's thin. Din doesn't have much skin, and the bones fall out of his left front shin. There's his shin. Then we have to call Pinner Blinn, who comes with his handy shin pin bin, and with a thin Blinn shin bone pin, Blinn pins Din's shin bones right back in. I think I did pretty good at that one. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreader, bread spreader. Bed spreader spread spreads on beds. Bread spreader spread butters on breads. And that bed spreader better watch out how he's spreading, or that bread spreader's sure going to butter his bedding. Ape cakes, grape cakes. Look at this ape. Makes me want a grape. As he gobbled the cakes on his plate, the greedy ape said as he ate, "The greener green grapes are, the keener keen apes are to gobble green grape cakes. They're great." Are you having trouble saying this stuff? It's really quite easy for me. I just look in my mirror and see what I say, and then I just say what I see. Now, let's talk about money. You should leave your grox home when you travel by air. If you take him along, they charge double the fare, and your grox must be packed and locked in a grox box, which costs much, much more than a little old fox box. So it's heaps a lot cheaper to fly with your foxes than waste all that money on boxes for groxes. And what do you think costs more? A simple thimble or a single shingle? A simple thimble could cost less than a single shingle would, I guess, so I think that the single shingle should cost more than the simple thimble would. Eat at Skipper Zip's. If you like to eat potato chips and chew pork chops on clipper ships, I suggest that you chew a few chips and a chop at Skipper Zip's Clipper Ship Chip Chop Shop. And if your tongue is getting queasy, don't give up. The next one's easy. I don't know if it's going to be easy. Uh-oh. Look at this word. There are so many things that you really should know, and that's why I'm bothering to tell you so. You should know the first names of the Fud-nutter brothers who like to pile each other on the heads of the others. If you start at the top, there are Bipper and Bud, and Skipper and Jipper, and Jeffrey and Judd, Horatio, Horace, and Hendrix and Hud, and then come Dinwoody and Dinty and Dud. Also Fitzsimmon and Frederick and Fudd, and Slinky and Stinky and Stuart and Stud, and down at the bottom, poor little Lud. But if Lud ever sneezes, his name would be Mud. Poor Lud, look at him. Whew. Quack, quack. We have 2 ducks, one blue, one black. And when our blue duck goes quack, quack, our black duck quickly quack, quacks back. The blue quacks make her quite a quacker, but black is a quicker quacker backer. Ooh, that one was tricky. And speaking of quacks reminds me of cracks and stacks and sacks and shacks and schnacks. So, oh say can you say, I have cracks in my shack, I have smoke in my stack, and I think there's a schnack in the sack of my back. Look at the schnack. What is that? West beast, east beast. Upon an island hard to reach, the east beast sits upon his beach. Upon the west beach sits the west beast. Each beach beast thinks he's the best beast. Which beast is best? Well, I thought at first that the east was best and the west was worse. Then I looked again from the west to the east and I liked the beast on the east beach least. Which beast do you like better? They look the same to me. Pete pats pigs. Pete Briggs pats pigs. Briggs pats pink pigs. Briggs pats big pigs. Don't ask me why, it doesn't matter. Pete Briggs is a pink pig, big pig patter. Pete Briggs parts his big pink pigs all day. Don't ask me why, I cannot say. Then Pete puts his patted pigs away in his Pete Briggs pink pigs, big pigs pig pen. That one was tricky. It says Fritz food. I guess this is a Fritz. Looks like a pickle. And this says Fred food. I wonder if this is about Freddy. What do you think? Fritz needs Fred and Fred needs Fritz. Fritz feeds Fred and Fred feeds Fritz. Fred feeds Fritz with ritzy Fred food. Fritz feeds Fred with ritzy Fritz food. And Fritz, when fed, has often said, I'm a Fred fed Fritz. Fred's a Fritz fed Fred. How to tell a klotz from a glotz. Can you tell the difference? How to tell a klotz from a glotz? Well, the glotz you will notice has lots of black spots. The klotz is quite different with lots of black dots. But the big problem is that the spots on the glotz are about the same size as the dots on the klotz. So you first have to spot who the one with the dots is, and then it's easy to tell who the klotz or glotz is. Can you tell? I cannot tell. Can this guy tell? I don't think so. What would you rather be when you grow up? A cop in a cop's cap or a cupcake cook in a cupcake cook's cap? Or a fat flapjack flapper in a flat flapjack cap? I think that was the hardest one to say yet. See if you can read it. Did you do it? Oh, it's so tricky. Or, if you think you don't like cops' caps, or flappers, or cupcake cooks' caps, maybe you're one of those choosy chaps who likes cookie captain's caps. Perhaps. Look at this cap. Wow! More about Blynn. Well, when Blynn comes home tired from his work pinning shins, the happiest hour of old Blynn's day begins. Mr. Blynn is the father of musical twins, who, tucking twin instruments under twin chins, lull their daddy to sleep with twin Blynn violins. And, oh say, can you say, far away in Berlin, a musical urchin named Gretchen von Schwinn has a blue-footed, true-footed, trick-fingered, slick-fingered, six-fingered, six-stringered tin Schwinn mandolin. Rope, soap, hoop, soap. If you hope to wash soup off a rope, simply scrub it with scrope. Scrope is so strong that no rope is too long. But if you should wish to wash soup off a hoop, I suggest that it's best to let your whole silly souped-up hoop soak in soapy Cooper's super soup off hoops soak suds. Merry Christmas mush. One year we had a Christmas brunch with Merry Christmas mush to munch, but I don't think you'd care for such. We didn't like munch mush much. Yuck. Look at that mush. The dog doesn't even want it. And speaking of Christmas, here are some great gifts to give your daddy. If your daddy's name is Jim, and if Jim swims, if Jim's slim, the perfect Christmas gift for him is a set of Slim Jim swim fins. But if your daddy's name is Dwight, and he likes to cook birds at night, not cook, look! If he likes to look at birds at night, the gift for Dwight that might be right is a bright Dwight bird flight night sight light. But never give your daddy a walrus. A walrus with whiskers is not a good pet, and a walrus which whispers is worse even yet. When a walrus lisps whispers through tough, rough, wet whiskers, your poor daddy's ear will get blispers and bliskers. And that's almost enough of such stuff for one day. One more and you're finished, oh say can you say. This looks like the weather outside today. The storm starts when the drops start dropping. When the drops stop dropping, then the storm starts stopping. See if you can read this one. Boy, that was a tricky book. Thanks for listening, everybody. Have a great day. Bye.